You are live. My hair is not great, but here we are, and here we go. And things are happening, and we'll see if anybody shows up to chat. I am so tired. Oh my god, I am so tired. Let's see if YouTube sends out some notifications. Oh hey, that actually worked. Let me click on that on my desktop. And I can see myself, and I can see the chat, which is fantastic. Can I pop out the chat? No, stats, vidIQ. What's going on, Icon, Blue, Jacob, Joseph, Hero, Game Perfect, Yovan, Sean, what's crack-a-lackin', man? Pixels went up yesterday, man. People don't watch it. It goes up on Saturdays. Today's Sunday, so y'all should watch it. Y'all should watch it. There's no video today. This is what I got, man. There isn't anything in here anymore. Essentially, there are no game consoles in here. There are no games in here in this room. There's no soundproofing. I pretty much just have this computer and my clothes, and like that's kind of it, man. That's kind of it. So I'm just here fucking kicking it with you guys for a little bit, to see what's going on, what's cracking, and what's up. Cause the world's on fire and that sucks, and I'm still here making videos, and that's been all right. I don't foresee myself reacting to the PS5 event only because I'm in the middle of moving. So, moving is a lot. A whole lot. But just sitting here chilling. I mean, we're gonna film Pixels together at some point. We just haven't gotten to it yet. Like, it's just all this, lockdown, virus, pandemic bullshit makes things a little bit complicated. And me moving makes things a little bit complicated. How is it in the USA from England? Everything's on fire, man. Everything is on fire. It's not great. It's not great. Can I play 2K13? I already did. There's already a whole series on 13. I did all that. It's already on the channel. Go check that shit out. Like, at this point, I've played just about everything. Just about everything. No, Grimm, I'm moving into my dad's house because he needs some help, so that's falls on me as a good son, hopefully. As a good brother. No, I am not moving states. I am moving 15 minutes away. So I'm taking all my shit and moving it 15 minutes down the road and getting it all set back up. I just put the desk and got the desk situated today. I still have a TV on the wall here that needs to come down, and that's going to be, yeah, that's rough. Yeah, it's grime time. Cameron Grimes now saying it's grime time is like, bro, I was doing that like 7 years ago. Come on now. That's ridiculous. Grime was saying, it's grime time! And yes, my entire grime outfit is over in that house now. Like, pretty much 99% of my stuff is there, besides the computer, the TV, and my clothes. And there's a few boxes, the hamper, back there. So, I'm moving the computer tomorrow. And I'm moving the TV on Tuesday, I think is the current plan. But, rest assured, I have a whole week of videos. Monday through Friday, we have a whole week of Fire Promoter, the return of VFG for a week. It's already filmed, it's already uploaded, it's already good to go. And it's a pretty good week, so I am enjoying it. Or I enjoyed filming it. Hopefully you enjoy watching it. But that is what it is, man. Just making it happen the best that I can. The thing with that last grind video, that was intended to be a larger storyline, like a larger story thread there, that I was gonna start there. Because the end of that video had Grimm being brainwashed, and that was kind of like the teaser. The problem is, people don't watch the end of the video. So that video went up, and literally nobody commented, oh my god, why is Grimm saying, we're not jerks, we don't curse at the end of the video? Like, I look at my analytics, they watched the first minute of a 2-minute video. It was 2 minutes. You can't watch the whole fucking video? Nobody left one comment about Grimm being brainwashed, so it's like, you know what, if nobody cares, we're just gonna not do it. We're just gonna not do it. So, and then the whole COPPA thing happened at the end of the year, so yeah, that all went south pretty fast. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, we had plans for a larger storyline there that didn't quite pan out. What game do I play the most when I'm not recording videos? I try to play a little bit of everything, which is kind of to my detriment, but I just want to play all the games. So I'm constantly playing something here, something there, at any given time. There's a lot. Right now, obviously, I'm playing like nothing because I'm moving, but if I was not playing nothing, I have a copy of Sakura Wars in the mail. That should be here from GameFly tomorrow, I think. Fingers crossed. But I was playing some Gears Tactics. I was playing some Death's Gambit. I was playing some... I actually have a list here. I keep track, obviously, for my Game of the Year business, what I've been playing. So, in the month of May, I played Streets of Rage 4, I finished A Plague Tale Innocence, I played The Messenger, I finished Disaster Report 4, obviously here on stream. I played all of that. I finished One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. I played a bit of Danger Scavenger. I beat Never Song. I played some What the Golf here on stream. I played some After Party, some Helltaker, and some Minecraft Dungeons. That video is up as of yesterday. So go watch that Minecraft Dungeons video. Please. Like, people aren't watching it. I don't know what to say, man. I seen a comment about someone's dad passing away. Rest in peace. Prayers there. And, someone's grandpa, man, look. Getting old sucks. And the people you love being even older sucks even worse. My grandpa is like 93. And he's still going. He's still, you know, getting by. But man, is he mad that he can't leave the house. Like, he is just so used to having his freedom. And he's getting real upset about that. So, I'm like, look, Grandpa, just stay home. Just stay home. It's not safe outside. Stay home. But he always trying to be doing something, right? So, it sucks, man. It really does. Where is Grime? I'm Grime. Where is Grimm? I don't know. I'm not his secretary. That's Al. Go ask Al. He would know. When is Golf with Your Friends coming out for PS4 and Xbox One? It's already out on Xbox One. It's on Game Pass. I don't know the PS4 release date. Yeah, the hair is not my fault, man. I don't have a choice. I can't get a fucking haircut. I would love a haircut. I would love to get rid of all of this on my head. It's too much. I don't like it. And it's bad, man. It's real bad. I'm not a fan. But what can you do? I played through and did videos on Friday the 13th last year, year before. There's a video up here and there. My thoughts on the protests are very simple. No justice, no peace. Fight the power. It's crystal clear. If you murder someone, you should go to jail. This is not a hard problem. I don't care who the fuck you are. Is there any wrestling happening tonight? I do not know. I do not know. Yes, I do recall when Grimm totally destroyed my Xbox 360. That was, you know, Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Plans to bring out the beard. That took a whole year to get that beard grown out, which is it's a lot of work, man. And it's very itchy and very just it was a fun experiment to do for a year, and then I got rid of it. I do know that they delayed Chapter 4 of Last Ride is not today. And I'm like, what the fuck? I wanted to watch more Taker documentary today, and it's not on. And I'm like, but, bro. I'm mad about it. Like, I was looking forward to that, and then they just didn't do it. I don't understand. It was supposed to be like, alright, when you say 5 weeks, it should be 5 weeks in a row. Not, hey, we're gonna do 3 weeks and then take a break until after Backlash. The fuck is that? The fuck is that? What's going on, Kier Lance? I mean, look, I kept kayfabe on the Grime thing for 7 years. I never once broke kayfabe, and that's much like Taker. Like, he never broke kayfabe, and that's kind of, I took my inspiration from that. I'm like, well, if he can not break kayfabe for 20 plus years, then I can do it too. So we never ever broke kayfabe. They tried though. They tried. There's currently no plans to use Grime at the moment, only because YouTube and the FTC and the COPPA ruling about how you can't do videos aimed at children type stuff kind of messes with the whole point of that character. And also the retirement of John Cena is an issue, because like if you don't have John Cena on TV on top every week for Grime to cheer for, then that kind of is a lot of that character, right? So can Vince wrestle now? That dude's like 73. But fun story, the dive that Gronkowski did at WrestleMania, Vince did the same dive to prove it was safe. So Vince's old ass was on that podium and jumped down on a bunch of wrestlers to say, "Hi, it's safe, Gronk. It's fine." Like, that shit is hilarious to me. Vince will not ask you to do anything he will not do himself. And even in his 70s, he is a madman, an absolute madman. So, does COPPA affect Twitch? Not in the same way it would affect YouTube, because Twitch is more temporary, right? If you're doing a live stream, it may be in an archive for, you know, a few weeks, and then it's just gone. Like, if your whole point is being live versus making videos that are going to be there forever, it's a whole different thing, man. I played Apex at launch, and I have not played it since launch. So, I have not played Warzone, because that's like 100 gigs, and I'm like, I don't really feel like installing 100 gigs for another Battle Royale. So, that kind of is what it is. Last of Us 2 is out the 19th of June, I believe, and yes, it's in my GameFly. They fucking need to ship that shit, because they did not ship me Maneater, which I'm mad about, but, man, is what it is. No, I'm not moving out of state. I have to go help my dad, who is retired and disabled and high risk for this virus. So I'm moving to his house, which is where I lived before I was here. So, is what it is. Pete Dog, I'm doing alright. I am fucking so goddamn tired from moving this room into a different room. Like, so fucking tired. And I'm not done. Like, the hardest thing is gonna be that fucking TV. Right there. That thing is like 100 pounds at least. And it's just big and bulky and heavy, and holy shit. That big black entertainment thing back there also very heavy. So might have to get Grimm and his truck to move that shit, because goddamn, it's big. I've had that TV for 20 years. I'm not getting rid of it. Can I play Pain again? I mean, I had to get my PS3 hooked back up because that thing is not plugged in at the moment. Yes, Backlash is the 14th of June? Something like that. I think, yeah, because In Your House is... I'm all fucking... I don't even know anymore. In Your House is the 7th, and Backlash is the 14th, I think was what the schedule said. I forget. Would I ever make music again? It's been 7 years, so at this point, I really kind of have moved past that. I mean, it's not impossible, but I don't know, man. Favorite GTA? I don't know. That's... I mean, certainly I will always have a spot for 3, because that one was huge, right? But, I played them all. Am I getting Retromania? Come on now. It's a new wrestling game. And if there's a new wrestling game, I'm gonna buy it. That's just kind of bing bang boom. That's just content, man. That's just content. I do watch AEW. If you watch my daily videos where I discuss the news of the day, I talk about AEW. Used to do. So it is what it is, man. It is this is a zombie channel, and I'm still going. So you can't stop me. Who gonna stop me? Nobody. Nobody. I have not watched either UFC or boxing in a long time. I do want to buy that PSVR Creed game because it looks interesting, but I haven't actually. It's like $8 right now, so I was like, $8. For $8, I can do a video and it should be fine with Grimm. So we'll see. But again, virus and everything else happening right now is kind of fucking things up to a large degree. Yes, I'll be doing videos on Battlegrounds when that comes out later this year. I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping they don't fuck it up with loot boxes. I'm hoping a lot of things. But we shall see. Any mobile games I play? I've been playing that King of Fighters because it has The Rock and Taker and everything else in there for the past like 2 weeks. It's all right. So, but otherwise, I kind of very few and far between on mobile games. Just kind of not really my thing. Where is this? Yeah, Mega Man 2. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, Mega Man 2. I have no interest in playing any more Supercard. No, thank you. No, thank you. Like at least the King of Fighters game is a game that you can actually play with a controller and shit. You know, like I don't, man, whatever, man. Playing anytime people request for me to make Grimm play older games that don't have an HDMI output, that's difficult. Just on a capture front, getting a good feed of the game that looks good and sounds good and is, you know, proper. It's always an issue. So, yeah, it's rough. And anytime that I make Grimm play an old game, he complains that it's an old game and it looks like shit. So, you know, it's here and there, and we still have more old wrestling games to play. We were supposed to film WrestleMania 21 on the original Xbox, and then the virus happened, and that fucked us. That was supposed to happen before WrestleMania, and it didn't happen because everything got shut the fuck down. So, sucks. Sucks. My first game was probably Moon Patrol on the Atari 2600, or some game in there on the Atari between Moon Patrol, Asteroids, Kaboom, like that shit. As far as Tony Hawk, I didn't really have a PS1 in that era, so I don't really have that nostalgia for that game. Like, I'd certainly play it, but I'm not like, oh my god, I gotta have it. Is what it is, man. As far as what they're gonna do with Mike Tyson and AEW, like, you can't have a match, right? So, does it need to be like a tag match? Does it need to be like an enforcer? Does it need, like, how do you work, Jericho and Tyson without having a match like you had with Tyson Fury and Braun, which was not a good match? Like, how do you do that? Now, if you pre-taped it and made it cinematic, then maybe, perhaps. I have played all of WWE 12. Go watch those videos. They're on this channel. Go find that shit. I played them. I done did it. Like, just about any game that you request, it's been done here. Just about. Thoughts on Jim Cornette? It's Jim Cornette, man. Like, he certainly has a great mind for the business, but at the same time, he's not necessarily a guy who is gonna like modern stuff. Tyler, thanks for the super chat, man. This is not my usual set up for streaming. So I actually it's not gonna have the usual, things that go super chat, go super shit, which is annoying. But here's the thing, right? Yes, there is a certain kind of wrestling, in old school wrestling, that is the kind of wrestling that Jim Cornette likes. But also, he's making more money and getting more traffic to his YouTube channel and his podcast by completely crapping all over modern wrestling. So, how much of that is a work is, you gotta kind of, look, you have to assume that any wrestler at any time is trying to work you, because that's their job. When am I fully moving out? I am like 98% done right now. Besides that TV and this computer and my clothes. So all this furniture here that's staying here. So close. Very close. But the alternate side of that is everything in that room right now is just boxes all piled up. So it's gotta get organized. Like, that bed is not a thing I can actually sleep in right now. And holy fuck. Coaster Maniacs with the... Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ. What are you doing? What are you doing? Popping in, man. You have more money than free time right now. Holy hell. Holy shit. That's bonkers. Good to see you. That's crazy. I wonder if I can actually... That... No, I can't do that. Alright. Again, this is not my usual... This is not my usual setup. Because this is my phone doing a live stream. Right? So it's not gonna have the super... all that shit. Because again, it's not here. All I have here is this computer. And my clothes. And my TVs. There are no consoles in this room for the first time in history. There are no video games in this room for the first time in history. It's bonkers. But yeah, man, it's been rough, but I'm still doing it, man. Like, I'm still getting by somehow, and I will hopefully be able to live stream some actual, like, organizing and when I actually get this computer in that room and everything hooked back up. That is the plan, to kind of get that situated. But right now, the next plan tomorrow is to get this computer over there. plug it in, make sure it works, everything going good. Holy shit. It's been rough. Adrian Ramirez with the $10 asking, how did I meet Grimm? Well, here's the thing. I knew Doo-Hop. He was in my class in grade school. So I met Grimm when I was in middle school. Because I was like, all right, well, if you already know Doo-Hop, here's his older brother, you know? So that was kind of how we got acquainted. And then obviously I hung out with Doo-Hop all through high school. And then it was like, all right, I didn't really know Rod and Todd in high school because they're all a bit older than I am. Like when I was a sophomore, they were seniors, right? So it was a little bit, right? But then, like afterwards, we had done the stuff on the indie wrestling scene back in like 2000-ish, right? Late 90s. And Grimm was like, look, every Monday we watch wrestling. Me and Rod and Todd. Come hang out. So I was like, all right. And then we just started watching wrestling every week. And it kind of just went on from there. So that was kind of the story, more or less. But yeah. So, and then at a certain point, I'm hanging out with Grimm when I'm hanging out with Doo-Hop, which is also hilarious. But yeah, that was a long fucking time ago. We're all pretty old. It sucks. Again, Coaster Maniac, switch bad self. Chill, man, chill. You realize that I still have to report all these earnings to unemployment, right? You're like, you're making too much. Relax. Is Grimes still hanging out with the Nikki Standy in the vents? Well, according to the storyline, yes. Grimes is still in Grimm's house. He is still in the vents, right? But the problem is, in real life, the whole thing with Grimm and his ex-wife and everything else, he can't get in the house anymore at the moment until that's all. And then obviously the virus hit, so again, it's hard to really get that stuff back spun up with everything happening in the world right now. It's a mess, man. It's an absolute fucking mess, and like, it sucks, but everyone has to deal with their own stuff, and hopefully, once everything is dealt with, it can get back to some kind of normal life. But I can assure you, you have not seen the last of Grime. So that's the one thing I can promise, is that as long as I still own that coat, those glasses, and the earmuffs, you have not seen the last of Grime. He is still out here doing it, some way, somehow. If something happens with John Cena, you will see Grime. Pretty much. But right now, he is in a box in a different house, and I gotta finish moving. And it's like, I have the green screen now, right? So with the green screen, I can do all kinds of extra weird Grime things, which is the plan. But it's just, I've always said that if we're gonna do more Grime, it has to have a purpose, right? It has to have a reason. It has to be something different. It has to have a value to it, right? Because doing Grime for the sake of doing Grime is kind of just like you're gonna get the same content over and over again, which to me is not interesting. What's going on, Scott Zink? It's just not interesting, right? So if you go back and watch the older Grime videos, you'll notice that there is usually a storyline, there is usually a topic, there is usually a point to every video. That, all right, here is my idea, let's spin it up and do a thing with it, and, you know, that whole thing, right? So there's always a reasoning behind it. But if you don't have an idea, like, then I don't really have like, there's no real thing to, like, Grime needs something to react to. It's very reactionary. So, if you had, something important happen in the world of wrestling, then you would have Grime react. If you had, a storyline with Grimm, then you can have Grime react, and it's that back and forth that brings it to value. Because otherwise, like, just being here and saying professional, like, at a certain point, it's like, why? Is Cain Velasquez already released? Yeah. Like, they said, hey man, we don't have any crowds right now, and we hired you to increase our, audience, but there's no audience. So yeah, he was like, he had signed to a multi-year deal and then got released, and it's like, oh, well, all right, DM, what are you gonna do? Yes, I made Grimm play Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. There's an episode of that on the channel. We did that. We played a lot of games. Yeah, Grimm was skinnier in like 2012-ish. He was on a diet at that point. I seen a little bit of the Taker and Hogan thing, like a tiny bit, but I haven't really, like, I didn't watch the whole clip, and I didn't really. If Grime is your spirit animal, I have some concerns. Because, I mean, look, it's very important to be professional and respectful and not be a jerk and not curse. But Grime's a little bit high-strung. So, there was that. What's going on, Juan Mendez? What's cracking, man? Yes, I am enjoying Last Ride. There is not an episode today. I am mad about it. I was like, alright, cool. Something to watch and relax to in the evening, and there's no episode. So, why is there no episode? Why? Not, after Backlash. And I'm like, that's like 2 weeks from now. What the fuck are you doing? Like, if you tell me there's gonna be 5 episodes, then it should be in a row. Don't just say, alright, no, we're gonna push it back 2 weeks. Like, what? Why? How? The best pixels is probably Gang Beasts. That was a lot of fun to record. A lot of fun. Why is this? What is this song? Final Fantasy. Skip that. Skip that. Star Fox 64. I like that. That whole best match ever thing, that whole branding feels like they're just trying to troll people. Like, I'm not sure what the point of that is. It's really just obnoxious. But, like, I think in 2020, the notion that Edge was not working an actual wrestling match besides the Rumble and Mania in 9 years. He hasn't had a singles in the ring wrestling match in 9 years, fighting Randy Orton, who is rarely motivated, is going to be the best match ever. Like, when there are so many other great matches in history. And I feel like the problem in WWE is that they have gotten in their heads that longer matches are better. Like, you watch NXT, and oh my god, this match was like 45 minutes long, and it was the best ever. And I'm like, look, Savage and Steamboat, WrestleMania 3, was like a 14-minute match. You don't need to go for half an hour. You can have an amazing match in 15 minutes. So, all I'm saying. How is TNA still in business? The same way that this channel is still in business. We refuse to die. We will not go quietly into the night. So, just making it happen, regardless. And maybe someday it'll increase. Perhaps it won't. You never know. But you just gotta keep trying. As long as you are not bankrupt, you must keep trying. CM Punk returning, I wouldn't count on it. Do I like 2K20? No. 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 Game's bad. Broken. Nia Jax and Asuka at Backlash. I'm gonna say Asuka, just to give her a good run there with the belt. Favorite superhero? I'm not really a comic guy, per se. Like, I don't really read... Didn't when I was a kid, so it's kind of like I'm meh on that stuff. Well, sure. The hacker could be CM Punk. It could be. But would that lead to an in-ring return is going to be the question there. Because I'm still iffy on that. Will Sasha turn on Bayley? Like, the plan was that that match was supposed to happen at SummerSlam. But it feels like they're going to push it back because there's probably not going to be a crowd at SummerSlam, if I had to guess on that. We'll see. No, this is not a haircut. This is still the same. I'm just combing it. It's not a haircut. Believe me. The back here is real fucking bad. I need a haircut. It sucks. My opinion on Battlegrounds is I hope they don't do what they did with NBA Playgrounds 2, which was fucking loot boxes. So, it's very simple, man. Just don't fuck us with the loot boxes. And when you consider that Playgrounds 1 didn't have that, right? Because the original NBA Playgrounds was not under 2K. Playgrounds 2 was under 2K, and it had loot boxes and VC, all other bullshit. So, goddamn. Please, don't do that. Don't do that bullshit. That would not be good. That would not be good. I am not surprised that EA got the license again. If that's the case, I'm not surprised. You're gonna go bald at 1,000 subs, like for real? Are you already balding, or are you just gonna like, all right, just do it to do it? Cause like I get my haircut short, but I'm not gonna go bald. Like I think my head's a weird shape, so that's kind of my main concern there. Will Tucker turn on Otis? The more important question is, will Tucker ever get on TV again? Because that's been, yeah, like that is a very clear cut Shawn Michaels and Marty freaking Jannetty issue there. Very clear cut. And Tucker, you ain't Shawn Michaels. All I'm saying. No, I typically get a 3 when I get my head buzzed. But that's usually it. And then every, like, 6 weeks, just get a cut. Yeah, the whole Elias and Jeff Hardy thing was interesting, but it feels kind of like, all right, predictable. In that, okay, it's going to be Sheamus' fault. We're going to have the security footage that it was Sheamus who hit Elias, and then he poured the alcohol on Jeff Hardy and that whole thing. So, you know. I'm not saying that predictable is bad, because they've certainly done things that were predictable that ended up being good. But it still feels a little bit predictable. But hey, they could swerve us, literally. Be good, Coaster. Be good, man. Go sub to that dude right there. Go give him a sub, man. It's a good dude. Yeah, the whole thing. Well, from what I've heard, they've already taped the match between Brian and AJ, and it's fucking amazing. So I am hyped for that. But did you have any doubt that AJ Styles and Brian would have a bad match? Come on now. Like modern day goats. 1,000%. I have no plans to play MK Aftermath. I don't own that game. So that's an extra $40 on top of it, and I'm not a fighting game guy. So, you know, kind of not my thing, if you will. Should Lesnar have ended the streak is going to be a debate for the next 30 years. Because it would have been right if Lesnar had ended the streak and Taker had stopped wrestling when it was over, right? Then you have a clear-cut delineation between, all right, the streak ended and I'm done. But because you kept Taker wrestling past the streak ending, the impact is not the same from that. Like, yes, it helped Lesnar tremendously, but at the same time, they should have stopped Taker from having matches after that point. So, I don't know. It's ideally, in an ideal scenario, the person who broke the streak should have been a bit younger than Brock. Because, all right, here is our future for the business for the next 20 years. Like, it could have been Bray Wyatt, because Bray Wyatt is not going anywhere, right? And you could have had him as the next monster for the next 20 years. But you didn't do that. So, yeah, it's rough. It's rough. And then even then, when he was beat by Roman, that should have been it. All right, here's our guy. This is our anointed guy for the next 20 years. Roman Reigns ends the career of Taker. Great, fantastic, we're done. Even if the fans booed it, that's your clear... That's the point. That's the line in the sand. But they didn't do that. So you can debate that forever on when they should have ended like his thing and having Brock beat the streak. Like, you can always have that debate, but they just didn't do it right. And how much of that is on Taker himself for saying, all right, I'm going to keep going. I have to redeem myself. Like, it's rough, man. It's rough. I mean, it's not even a question of what is the best match in the streak. It's Taker and HBK. The first one. Like, there's no argument there. That is the best match from the streak. Period. That's it. Is my battery at here? 76%. Alright. Yes, as of right now, they are still saying that they're still not mentioning the big dog at all. But again, he's not on TV, so like, why would you? I guess. But like, again, he just had some kids, so he's staying safe. He is immunocompromised because of the cancer, so sit home. Like, and when you're healthy, get that big pop on your return. Worst match from the streak is probably Giant Gonzalez. I'm pretty sure. Because it was not. Come on, man. It was just not. It was just not. My opinion on Loco Roco, it's alright. I think I played the first one. I think. I mean, the problem with Kane ending the streak is that he's still going to be leaving to go be a mayor. Like, he's just as old as he's almost as old as Taker is. You want to have a younger talent end the streak because then they're going to stick around and always have that on their thing. Like, for the next how many years are we going to hear about Baron Corbin retiring Kurt Angle? For years from now, he'll still be saying that, right? There is value in that. So to have it be somebody like Brock, who is still in his 40s, I think he's like late 30s, early 40s, like he only has X amount of time left, even on his very limited schedule. Had it been somebody like Roman, who's young, like that makes more sense. Because you want that 15, 20 years of, all right, I did that. That is my accomplishment. Therefore, I am that much more important type thing. I have no idea what kind of mayor that Kane is. I don't live in Knox County, Tennessee. My thoughts on the CM Punk pipe bomb is that they did not capitalize on that in 2011. How the fuck did the CM Punk pipe bomb lead to Triple H and Kevin Nash in a ladder match in 2011? How? How did that happen? They fucking had all that goodwill and just pissed it away like they always do. They had lightning in a bottle and they wasted it like they always do. That's the WWE for you. Like, how the fuck? How the fuck? CM Punk should have sat home for a month. CM Punk should have appeared on indie shows with that belt. Like, it was the hottest goddamn thing in the world. And they fucking ruined it. 2 weeks he fucking was up, back on TV. 2 weeks. It was 1 week off and then back on TV. What the fuck? They ruined it. They ruined it. What a waste. What an absolute waste. Vince's booking recently, it's been okay. I mean, look, Raw is run by Paul Heyman. So, like, yeah, Vince is still at the very top, right? But a lot of that on Raw is Paul Heyman. SmackDown is Bruce Pritchard, I think, at this point. So those are kind of your big idea guys there. And then obviously the final say so is still Vince to go yes or no type shit. What is this? What do they have lyrics? No. Fuck off. Will they ever mention Chris Jericho again? I have my doubts. But I mean, look, it's still wrestling, and it's still Vince, and therefore you say never ever, ever, ever. Like we thought how many years they will never mention the Ultimate Warrior ever again, and wouldn't you know it, went to the Hall of Fame. So you can never say never. Yeah, there was not much there for Bischoff. He was supposed to be there to kind of do stuff with the executives for Fox, and that kind of all fell through. Man, that whole thing with Shad is just sad, man. It's just unfortunate. But the ocean will always win. don't fuck with the ocean, man. It's rough. It's rough. Right now, Sting is not under a contract with WWE, so whether or not we see more Sting, like I said, after we had the Boneyard match, give me Taker and Sting in that kind of match. You could do that. Why wouldn't you do that? But Sting is currently not under contract, so it's a problem. It's a problem. We'll see. All right, my time is up here. My voice is shot, and tomorrow, Fire Pro, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. VFG returns for 1 week for a limited engagement here on the show. It's already filmed, it's already edited, it's already uploaded. Monday through Friday, Fire Promoter is happening. VFG, I can promise you that you will see Brock Lesnar in action. You will see The Fiend in action. That will happen. And there will be new faces that will get hired in action. So that starts tomorrow at 5 p.m. and I'm going to be moving this week. So this will all go over to the new house and that will be a thing. So I cannot tell you the next live stream. I don't have a plan. There's no plan. It's me moving first and then figuring things out later. So tune in for that shit. But yes, videos back tomorrow with some Fire Pro VFG. Tune in. I'm Attack Slug. I'll see you guys later on this channel. More videos. You can't stop me. I'm still here. I'm still doing it. I'll see you next time. And I'm going to hit the X button here. And I'm out. Okay.